Here we have Dell Optimus 3020 small form factor, and we're going to open up and explore the insides. You're going to need a screwdriver or there's thumb screws, but it can be hard, so you need to remove 2 thumb screws. They don't come off, which is good. You need to slide it to the right if you have it in my direction, and here you go, just showing the thumb screws. They don't come off. I'm just showing you how to place it back on. So there's this small gap, and that's how you have to place it on. And you slide it back in or slide it back out to remove it. So here we have the graphic card, the CPU fan, DVD drive, power supply. There's RAM under here, which is a bit hard to see. You'll see it later. So to remove the graphic card, we need to lift up this latch. So after you lift up the latch, there's another latch near the bottom for your graphic card. You need to lift it up a bit before you can remove your graphic card. It's really hard to see. You'll probably see it later when I remove it. So after you lift up the latch, you can remove your graphic card. And here you go. There's the latch. Next, we're going to remove this black cover. So to remove the black cover, you just need to pull the 2 sides apart and lift it up. This cover is for airflow. It controls the airflow direction. Next, we're going to remove the DVD. So there's a latch here. You lift it up. After you lift it up, you slide it backwards. That will come off. Remember to remove your cables. Your cables aren't that long, so removing makes your life easier. So next we're going to remove the front cover. There's these 3 tabs. You need to push the tabs out. You need to lift them up and push them out to remove the front cover. And here you go. It says Optimus 3020. Next, we're going to remove the hard drive. So to remove the hard drive, there's this latch here. It goes left and right. Left to lock it or right to lock it. And when you remove it, just lift it up. And it comes off. Remember to remove the cables first. The cables aren't that long and it gets in the way. Removing it makes your life easier. So just lift it up and it comes off. I'm just going to put it back to show you how it goes back. It goes back in diagonally, and then you lock the latch. So I have a SSD in here instead of a normal hard drive. So you have to pinch the 2 sides together and pull it out. There is only 1 hard drive slot in this, so there is no other hard drive slot, so you don't get to have 1 choice. So to remove this SSD cage thing, you pry it open, so pulling 2 sides apart, and it comes off. I'm just going to show you what it looks like with a normal hard drive in it. So here we go. Here's the normal hard drive cage. You have to put it in and then bend the sides open. There's these pins. You have to insert the pins into the holes of your hard drive. It's actually a bit hard. So now we can remove the RAM. Just put your cables on the side. That's the BIOS battery. So to remove the RAM, there's only 2 slots. You pull the 2 white tabs outwards and the RAM pops up a bit. So this is DDR3, so the max you can get is 16 gigs of RAM. And there's 8 gigs in each slot. So here we're going to remove the heatsink. Remember to remove the cable for the fan. When you remove the heatsink, you have to clean off the old thermal paste and replace it. Just going to show you here, there's a little tab here that you have to push in before you remove the cable. So here's the 4 screws you have to remove. You can remove them in any order, but when you put it back, remember to put it back in a crisscross pattern. This is a desktop CPU. The socket is LGA 1151. So you can replace it with anything else you want, which is i5, the i series 4th generation, and the i series 3rd generation. No, sorry, only the i series 4th generation. So the highest i7 you can put in this is an i7 4790. Do not put the K's in. The overclocking version is pointless. And I just got a tissue to clean off the thermal paste. You don't need any special liquids or solution. Just remove it. Try to clean it off as best as you can. So now that's all clean, we're going to remove the CPU by removing the latch. We're going to remove the latch to the left hand side of the screen, and then you lift it up. So here you have, I got an i5 4590. There's a corner here. On the corner there's this triangle. It marks the triangle on the motherboard, so which direction it goes in. So now that we're going to have to replace the thermal paste, since we opened it up. Every time you open it and remove the heatsink, you need to replace the thermal paste. Don't be cheap on thermal paste. Thermal paste is really important. And it costs $15 for the tube I have, which is Noctua NT-H1. This is probably one of the best thermal paste you can get. And it lasts, you can use it around 15 times. So you just want to put a rice grain size of thermal paste in the center. Do not spread it out. When you put your heatsink on and screw it back in, it'll spread out with that. So you place your heatsink on top, remember to align it, plug in your fan, and screw it back in. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.